This short video is aimed at providing you with some useful guidelines how to write your roll number, name, and paper code on the MCQs response sheet during your professional or semester-based examinations. But first of all, you need to understand some of the major mistakes the students generally and most frequently make while writing their names, roll numbers, and paper codes on the MCQs response sheet in order to learn how to avoid them during your upcoming examinations. This video highlights the major mistakes the students generally make while filling the response sheet and the repercussions of improperly and wrongly filling response sheets. This video concludes with some important tips for the students how to fill the response sheet properly. It is also important to understand that MCQ's response sheet is the sheet on which the students are required to give correct answers of the multiple choice questions given in the question paper by filling or shading the right bubbles. This response sheet is also called answer sheet or bubble sheet. In this short video, we will use the term response sheet. So I was discussing some of the major mistakes the students commonly make while filling the response sheet during their examinations. In this case, the student fill all the sections of the response sheet, however, they don't write the roll numbers on the response sheet. In this case, the students write a wrong roll number on the response sheet. For instance, the actual number of the student is 65322104, but the student writes 6532401 on the response sheet. In this case, the students write a roll number on the response sheet but don't fill or wrongly fill or improperly fill the bubbles given for the roll numbers on the response sheet. In this case, the students don't fill or shade the proper code on the response sheet. this case, the students don't write name, subject and exam, either one of them or all of them on the response sheet. In this case, the students don't write their roll number and name on the question paper. It is also important to note that these MCQs based response sheets are scanned and verified through optical mark reading machine, and the unfilled, improperly filled and wrongly filled response sheets are not recognized by the OMR machine while compiling the results, which ultimately leads to missing as well as erroneous results, causing inconvenience for the examining body as well as students concerned. This also causes an undue delay in result declaration, stressing the whole examination management system. Now, I will tell you how to move with filling or shading the required sections and various bubbles on the response sheet. First of all, start from the left hand side of the response sheet. Here you will find the roll number section first. Write your roll number in the blank bubbles in the digit form first. Then fill the small bubbles, circles beneath each digit. You need to be very vigilant here. Fill in the right bubble under each digit. For instance, if your roll number is 6532104, then you need to fill the corresponding bubbles having the right digit written in them, like and in the end double check it. Remember, your paper is going to be checked by the OMR machine, and the OMR machine will recognize the roll number you filled in the bubbles and not the roll numbers you have written in the digit format on the response sheet twice. And this is why you need to fill these bubbles very carefully. Once you are done with this section, then you should start writing your name on the response sheet. If your name is Ahmed, please write it like this. Then write your roll number in the digit form here once again. This is for the purpose of double checking your roll number, which have already written and filled in the bubbles. You must write correct roll number here as well. This provides you with another opportunity to recheck your roll number with the one you have already written in the digits and filled in the bubbles. Then write the subject of the paper you are going to attempt. The subject of the paper is usually written on the top of your question paper. You can also check it from your question paper in case of any ambiguity. Then write the type of examination you are appearing in front of the examination. You can also check it from your question paper in case of any ambiguity. Once you are done with this section, then jump to the next section, which is paper code. This is again a critically important area you must take care of. A lot of students make serious mistakes while writing proper paper code on the response sheet. Since each question paper has a particular code written in alphabets on its top right hand corner, you are required to select and shade the bubbles with the proper paper code written on your question paper. For instance, you are having a question paper with paper code B, then you are required to shade paper code B on the response sheet. Remember, your paper is going to be checked by the OMR machine, and the OMR machine will recognize the paper code you have shaded in the bubbles. And this is why you need to fill your paper code very carefully. Always write your exact name, roll number and paper code on the MCQs response sheet during the examination to avoid embarrassment at a later stage. Use black or blue ballpoint to fill the bubbles on the response sheet. Never use a green or red or yellow pen or ballpoint or a highlighter stick. Never use the pen with ink as it spreads very easily on the bubble sheet. Fill or shade the bubbles completely and deeply as possible. Don't tick or slash or cross the bubbles. Don't leave it blank or half shaded or partially filled. Stay within the bubbles. Never cross the lines of the bubbles. Last but not the least, write your name and roll number on the question paper too. This will help the examination staff to double check and verify your name, roll number and paper code in case of any issue during the scanning process. Thank you for watching.